Warning! Drinking and waxing has known side effects. You may experience dinged corners, scratched surfaces, poor judgment on centering, eBay purchases your significant other doesn't know about, eBay purchases your significant other told you absolutely not on, outbursts directed at grading companies, retail remorse, etc. Drinking can lead to waxing, and waxing can lead to drinking. Please drink and wax responsibly. Like, subscribe, share, and consume for better luck in your next HGA lottery. Alright, welcome back. We're going to do another HGA reveal, and I think it's time to bring out the cards that I wasn't too happy with the surface grades. Shaq, what did you think? Nope. That's a no. He didn't like it. I definitely didn't like it. Some of these cards, and I'm not trying to, I am definitely sounding super salty, but it's the Johnny Walker at this point. I just opened up a blaster of Topps 21 Series 1 and didn't really hit anything. But on the positive note, so these cards I thought were in really good shape, and for the most part they were, but for whatever reason, the surface, which they magnify with an electron microscope when they grade it, had bad enough grades to where it knocked down some really nice cards. And I'm going to share them, so it'll be two videos, two separate videos, because 4 seems to be the magic number of getting done in a decent amount of time, so it doesn't really take up your guys' whole day. So without further ado, we'll start off with Shaq. So obviously, I know my Shaq cards, and 9.5 on corners. Oh, let me get this to focus real quick. 9.5 on corners, 8.5 on edges, 9.5 on centering, 7 on surface. Now this, there is something kind of similar to what the Kobe had going on. See that? It's like filmy. I'm not sure what that is, and I'm not saying they did it, but I don't remember that being on there, and I do wipe off chromium cards before I send them. If you guys aren't sure what this is one of the first chromium cards that ever came out. So same year that the first Finest came out, these frequent flyer upgrades. So the frequent flyer is not a rare card at all. It's like super popular. There's a crap ton of them, for lack of a better term. There's a bunch, but it's a cool looking card, I think, especially for 93, 94. It has kind of the very stylistic Shaquille O'Neal at the bottom, frequent flyers. This obviously looks way cooler and was way harder to get. You had to send in for them, I'm pretty sure. Anyway, that's the first card we're going to go with. And again, surface hurt me, but not so bad. Not as bad as, say, this card. So this card, I thought was just, I like to get my refractors graded. And as we look over this, there's not a whole lot of anything going on. Although, I did notice a little bit of something up here. So, and I mean a little bit. But let's go through the grades. Right here seems to be the hot spot of focused. 9.5 on corners, 9.5 on edges, 9.5 on centering, and a 7.5 on surface. And aside from a couple superficial scratches, right here, and given once I looked at them under a decent amount of magnification, more than what I do with this, so this will be a whole nother video, but you can see it right there. I've got that hot spot. This is the only thing that's wrong with that surface. And I don't remember it being on there, but it seems like something I would have noticed. I know they wipe off the cards, and I'm not saying they did that. It's very possible I did it. I do drink when I'm messing with my cards. But they definitely picked it up. And so I had an 8.5 on this card that otherwise, other than the surface, is perfect. Oh, that looks ridiculous sitting like that. I can't do that. There we go. And now it looks pretty. Alright, so I had another... You guys are going to realize I have a ton of Shaq refractors. And that's not even including the ones that I sold this last year to get more cards. So I'm definitely one of those, you know, move parts of my collection or invest in certain people to get closer to my grails. Lots of them being Shaq cards or Mickey Mantles, things like that. But this card, 8.5 on corners, 9 on edges and centering, 7.5 on surface. This one I couldn't find anything. So I looked and I was thinking that some of this stuff was just the embossing, because there is like where they're embossed, like maybe that threw them off just a little bit, like right here. I didn't realize it was going to look this good on the recording, but if you're ever trying to do that, these things, like, I know you guys are hypnotized right now with my magnifying skills. They would call me Magnifier Ito if I was an X-Men, I promise. Sorry, Johnny Walker, but you're getting taken over by Shaq. Twist them like that. I'm almost thinking about, it would be a really cool permanent setup, however distracting. Alright, last card. So we got Shaq-a-Doodle once more. Shaq, what's up, buddy? What do you think? You think this one's gonna hurt? It does. So this one's an 8.5, another refractor, 9 on corners, 9.5 on edges, 8.5 on centering, 8 on surface. And just looking at this, we'll go back. I am very much lost on... This was one of the ones where I have no idea what they were marking on, other than it's embossed. So be careful sending the embossed to HGA. We'll give you a real quick look on the back, because we know that the back also is part of the surface grade. Anyway, I don't really see anything with that one. You hold them, Cleveland Shaq. So 4 Shaqs, 4 cards that I wasn't super pleased with the surface grades, but everything else seems to check out. Let me know what you guys think. All 8.5s, again, still very solid grades for HGA. Hopefully everyone's realizing that they're tough. Like, I'm talking like, if anyone's ever had to eat chopped steak, you know, that's what you call tough meat. They're tough like that. Like, it's beef jerky tough. And, you know, your old filet mignon PSA is trying to be more like chopped steak for some reason. But, I'm interested to see how other people get them. Please share your grades and whatnot as much as possible. And anyway, I hope you enjoyed the reveal. Little atypical, but I am trying to share the reveals in a way that, you know, each one kind of has its own story and a little bit more discussion points on it. So, all right. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Hide your drinks. Hide your cards. They're ripping everything out here. It's a drunk wax era.